although the Muslim sect doesn't recognise Christmas until February the 25th, Saviour's Day. Well, there it is, this warm-up routine now. He's looking in tremendous shape. 15 stone, 10 pounds, which, when you recall, is less than a stone heavier than he weighed way back in '63 when he first fought Henry Cooper in the non-title fight at Wembley. And the final call over for Jurgen Blin, the Dutch agent in the corner there, Hank Ruling. Former butcher from Hamburg then, chancing his luck, and the referee Sepp Sutter, S-U-T-E-R, from Switzerland, and the judges from Geneva, Frankfurt, and Teddy Waltham from England. That's Bruno Vecina, Arturo Werner, Teddy Waltham, and here we go. And it's a very small ring. I paced it out at about 17 feet square. This is one of the smallest rings that Ali has ever fought in. One thing, the German is not short on courage. I've seen him fight several times and he's always been in there battling. But can he overcome now the weight, experience, class of the self-styled greatest? Right-hand punch there, that really shot Blin to his boot. Yes, he means it, Ali. There's no fooling around with this one. In 1 minute of the opening round, he just tried his chin for size. Blin will have a lot of trouble trying to leap in with those hooks, being outreached. The referee didn't allow Blin much leeway at close quarters there. He really pulled them apart quickly. Well, there's no chance of the carrying stuff going on here. Ali is trying to take him out with a minute to go in the opening round. He's a little bit out of distance, as you might expect. Blin, I must say, I thought he would do this. This fellow's been around 42 fights, never been stopped or knocked out. Lost 8, drawn 6. So round 2, and it looks like Ali's coming out early for work. He's having trouble punching down at Blin to get his range. Scheduled for 12 rounds. Certainly way up in his toes there. No wonder he's been running up the local mountains there. And Blin chancing his luck with that left swing. Can it come off? This is the way Henry Cooper tagged then Cassius Clay's chin. Well, that opening round, I thought that Ali came out really trying to take care of Blin right away. Blin took his best punch and seemed to feel better for it. He came back right away, realizing that perhaps he wasn't the Demon King after all. There he's trying that left hook for size, and it's working. Blin is in there pitching. And a minute gone then in the second round. And you just see a bit of the Ali magic there when he backs off on the ropes and pulls away, makes his opponents flounder out of distance. And he says reputation's at stake. I want to prove to the people in America that I can finish off opponents. He said, I think the British still believe in me. And there's a call now from Ali's corner, don't play with him, get to work. Because they can sense there's some danger here. Blin's face reddening now under this constant left hand of that black glove. 15 stone, 10 pound behind that left jab. There it is again. Just measuring. Will he now shoot the old-fashioned 1-2 punch? The left hand followed by the right hand punch. He won't let Blin work at close quarters at all. He's very strong indeed, Ali. Very powerful athlete. I don't think they're approving of the referee breaking it up as quickly as that, and also Ali leaning on his opponent, shoving him off there. And another short right hand punch. The other one's to watch. Oh, and he just made Blin fall over himself. He just knew exactly how to pull his body back. This is Jack Johnson stuff. At the end of round 2. So round 3 then, will we have this stubborn resistance by Jurgen Blin to last 12 rounds? That really will be a turn up for the book, and we'll have to call on the 3 judges' scores. The referee's vote, as I said earlier, doesn't count. And the referee just saying, Blin, you're hanging on a bit when I call break there. Ali really working up a sweat. It's absolutely glistening on his body. Blin's face reddening now, but he's really having a go. Full mark. He's grazed his elbow of all things. I don't think I've ever seen that in a fight before. When Blin fell over, missed that punch and tumbled into the ropes, he grazed his right elbow. A bit more like the old Ali magic. He's starting to put punches together a bit now. He isn't backing off in the usual fashion. Well, everybody could see that one coming. Certainly Ali could. Stop. To go in round 3, and the elbow going in, the forearm there, and the no foul rule is applicable for this fight. That's the first time I ever recall that in a European fight, but it was agreed when they accepted the Swiss referee that he could not disqualify either fighter for low punches or accidental butting. This head work and arm work gets a bit too rough. There's always a chance that Ali could get cut, and he knows it. And he's putting his punches together now, and he means it. But Blin is fighting back. German who fought Muhammad Ali, Karl Mildenberger, in '66, gave him a lot of trouble for 12 rounds. And despite the defeat by Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali still says that Karl Mildenberger gave him his toughest fight. Can we have this again now with Jurgen Blin? Those opening rounds then, Ali just trying for size, coming out fast, predicting a first round that didn't come up for him, and now he realizes that Blin has probably got a bit more to offer than he thought, and he's certainly shrugging aside Blin, having to give away 22 pounds. I know it's due for the Ali shuffle, I think, any moment. It looks to me as though he's loosening up now. Well, they're paying 42 pounds, the equivalent of, for a seat at ringside here in Zurich, and I think they're pleased they're getting their money's worth. This really is the dancing master at work now. He's going to, this is what he often does, he tries to tire an opponent out as much by missing as landing, just sheer effort to tire the German. But he knows he cannot take Blin out exactly when he wants to, so he's biding his time and seeing how it goes. Just looking back, I think probably Blin's one of the only fighters, other than Frazier, that I've seen stand and trade and really punch back with him, as Henry Cooper also did on the 2 occasions they met. You have to take the fight to Ali to have any chance. Amazing when Ali shifts the 7 pounds now that he had in the Mathis fight in November. What a difference it makes to him, the way he can use the ring. It's very big. He can hardly get any more weight off. He says, I'll always be big now. I've given up. I'm not 21 anymore. Even a smudge of blood on Blin's thigh there, which is actually coming from his elbow. So that's the only sign of blood so far, as Hank Ruling, the Dutch agent there, is working. You have this electric fan, the old-fashioned seconds, and my father and uncle were well-known professional seconds, always flap the traditional towel, but there they are. They've got every mod con now for the big fight. Well, he looks more or less satisfied with his night's work, Muhammad Ali. 11 years ago this week, actually, that he began as a pro against Tani Hansacker. I wonder whatever happened to him in Louisville. He was 1960 Olympic light heavyweight champion. That was 12 stone, 10 pounds, back in Rome. So we're into the 5th round. And although Blin's face now is looking a little marked, there's a pretty fair chance, say the speculators around the ringside here, of him going the full distance. Can this happen? Or will he stand for this softening up process of Ali, who really wants to look good for this fight? He feels pretty bitter of the criticism that he had against Mathis. He said they really crucified me in America because I was cruel with Ernie Terrell and Floyd Patterson, and they did the same when I was kind to Mathis, but I'm not showing any tonight, and he means it. Oh yes, the right hand punch. This is the one he teed off in the 1st round. In this 5th round, oh, this is a brilliant Ali now. This is really back to his best. of blood on the cheeks there of Blin. He certainly takes some punishment. He's just cut, grazed under both eyes. Very puffy. He's really busting the German up. That ramrod left hand there. Looks to me as though if this keeps up, he'll stop the German on his feet. He'll have at least some pride in being able to do that. And if he does, it's the first time he'll fail to finish a fight. That really was a great combination he put together there for about 30 seconds. Well, when Ali just raised that one finger and predicted this first round knockout, I said, well, you've got to be good to do it because this fellow can take 6. And he just said, oh, you think so? Well, and he looked a bit surprised. I think he's beginning to believe me. Let's have a look now at Blin's corner and see the damage around his face at the end of round 5. Well, these are what professional seconds call good cuts because they're not closing his eyes very quickly, they're not right on the eyebrows, and these experienced cornermen with the can staunch it there with the adrenaline. There'll be no problem. It's just a question of how much you can take around the face. And then they're using the grease there just to stop the... They're only really grazes, they're not very serious. So Angelo Dundee there, the old master, who calls the shots, as they say in the American game, for Muhammad Ali, who's now graduated, as it were, from a very boisterous Cassius Clay to a very mature Muhammad Ali, who talks about the intoxication of life. So round 6 then, the halfway stage. Now I'm wondering now how Clay's corner are calling this. And see if we can just get a word from Angelo Dundee.
Yeah.
So now you can hear the corner advice from Angelo.
It's going like we want it. This fellow's an awkward sort of a fellow. He's looking to counter him with a good left hook when he comes in leaping at him. And that's what's been hurting the fella. Guy's a very game, durable guy. I think he's going to get to him in a couple more rounds.
Thanks, Angie.
Well, there you are, straight from the horse's mouth, and that's what these trainers are saying while the action's on. He's doing a slow job now, Ali. Obviously, let the punches go in the previous round, and now he's just going to bide his time now and do a slow destruction job if he can. But the whole time, he's got to watch Blin with this leaping in wild hook. He's only taken 3 counts in his career, Jurgen Blin. I'm wondering whether now he's falling or whether he hurt him. It's really hard to tell with this fellow. It looks a good body punch to me, the same sort of punch that Karl Mildenberger hurt Ali with in Frankfurt back in '66. And no matter what year it is, they do hurt. So there's a minute to go in this round. And it looks to me as though in trouble. He seems to be blowing a bit. He'll probably come out in the 7th round and do his dancing act again. But he's almost caught up in the rope trick there. That's a dangerous one. And if you do not hear the commentator in a minute, it's because Blin has fallen on me. Maybe that wouldn't be such a bad idea, say some. So, round 7 then, and we're wondering now, is it really true? Is he falling to pieces a bit? This fellow, Ali, has set such high standards that anything shorter than that always looks as though he's going back a long way. But if Blin really throws one out of the blue, it will probably be the biggest upset since Custer and Sitting Bull. It didn't look tired to me. He's putting those punches together well now, and I think it will suit Ali if he can take Blin out. He could do without the extra road work in this fight. And he really is bouncing back, full marks to the German. But of course, inevitably walks into the right-hand punch, and the right eye is pretty badly damaged below there. It really is swelling up now. 2 minutes left of this round, and Blin stumbling a little bit. Ali breaking him up very slowly. Will he go down and stay down for the first time? No, he won't. He's pulling himself together, really calling on every ounce of courage. Oh, and the speed of that left hook. Ali having a little difficulty understanding the referee there. He's got to stop this.